The discovery of horse meat disguised as beef in burgers and lasagnas has kicked off a crisis. Emergency summits have been convened in the UK and France, and the race is on to find the source of what one British minister called an international criminal conspiracy. At supermarkets like this one, up and down the country, consumers are thinking twice about what they buy. Products now known to contain horse meat have been taken off the shelves. But as we await further DNA tests, no one can be sure what's in their food. So what do the shoppers on London's Old Kent Road think of the scandal?
Not a great deal, to be honest, because I don't eat much Findus goods. I try not to eat any sort of packaged, frozen, factory processed meat if I can help it.
Since we heard about the Findus, we've stopped buying it.
I think it's better off to go to the butchers to get their meat there. It's far more better than getting packaged meat from the shops.
I think it's brilliant.
Why do you
Because for years people have been conned by this horrible, pie, rubbish food, absolute rubbish food, let's be honest.
Some of the more regular ready meal eaters aren't too fussed or think consumers can't afford not to buy bargain basement food.
I buy shepherd's pies and things like that, and obviously I do look what's in them, but obviously with this horse meat scare, it doesn't really bother me.
Some people are on low income, so I don't think they will stop buying cheap, They will still buy.
Isn't horse meat safe for people to eat? Other countries eat it. What's wrong with our country eating it? So as long as they say on the packet what it is, then hey, why not?
During the war, we didn't know what we were eating. We might have been eating horse meat all the time, mightn't we? We don't know.
The rising cost of food may be one reason why the horse meat got in the supply chain in the first place. Chains have got much more complex as companies switch suppliers to save every last penny.
One guy's talking about how you see all the chiller trucks lined up just waiting for the call. Am I going there? Am I going there? So there's no way that there's a sort of traceability, according to some of these analysts, the traceability of the supply chain that we've typically seen in the past.
Brits may find horse meat a bit distasteful, but so far nothing has been found that could actually harm your health. However, that doesn't mean it won't damage the market.
We've already seen surveys saying a third of people are less likely to buy processed meat products. Longer term, or even already, we're seeing all these companies doing a lot more testing. Obviously before, no one was even thinking to test for horse DNA. That's now happening, and there's a cost to that. Now, Tesco have said they'll bear the cost, but everyone's margins are under pressure. The temptation will be, whether it's the processors doing the testing or the retailers, for them to pass it on, either up to consumers or back down the chain.
Food companies now have to strike a careful balance between rebuilding trust while making sure they don't push their prices too high. Meanwhile, politicians will not escape the line of fire as people ask why the regulators did not catch the runaway horse. Hannah Kuchler, Financial Times, London.